Against all odds and defying the predictions of doctors, young Bailey Cooper, who was diagnosed with cancer, held on longer than expected. It's truly remarkable how he managed to survive for weeks or even days more, just enough time to meet and lovingly name his newborn baby sister. Bailey Cooper first became ill in 2016. What doctors first suspected might be a viral infection soon turned out to be something much worse. Non-Hodgkin lymphoma, a rare form of cancer which develops in the network of vessels and glands in the body. By the time doctors diagnosed Bailey, he was already in stage 3. Over 15 months, the boy and his family endured a roller coaster of ups and downs. For a time, Bailey's cancer went into remission. But while on a family vacation, doctors called with heartbreaking news. Bailey's cancer had returned. The doctors threw the book at it and told us even if he survived it, the long-term effects will last for the rest of his life, his dad Lee said. Bailey's family and doctors tried everything to save him, including a stem cell transplant. Amazingly, Bailey smiled through every round of treatment. Sadly, though, the illness proved too much, and the doctors gave the 9-year-old boy with cancer only days or weeks left to live. But the doctors didn't take into account this sweet boy's determination to meet his newest sibling. Bailey's mom, Rachel, was pregnant, and Bailey Cooper made it clear he wasn't going anywhere until he got to meet his baby sister. Doctors didn't think Bailey would be able to fight his cancer long enough to see his sister's birth, but when Rachel delivered her baby girl in November, Bailey defied all odds to be there. This brave boy with cancer lived long enough to meet his little sister, but also got to name her too. Doctor said he was going to go before Millie was born. Dad Lee said he didn't, he fought, and on the way to the hospital he said, "We should call Millie. We didn't think you would last that long," but he was determined to meet Millie. It got to the end of November and Millie was born. He hugged her and did everything an older brother would do: change her, wash her, sing to her. Meeting his baby sister was just what Bailey had been waiting for. He and his family knew Bailey wouldn't be able to make it to Christmas, but he did live long enough to get his Christmas wish. After holding out that long, Bailey Cooper knew it was time to go at heaven. The moment after he met her, he began to taper off quickly. He was slipping away. Bailey knew his days were numbered, but he didn't face his death with fear. Rather, Bailey Cooper displayed a brave thoughtfulness. Well beyond his 9 years, Bailey's concerns were for everyone but himself. When his grandmother said she wished she could take places with him, he told her that it's really selfish you have grandchildren to take care of. Bailey made plans for his funeral, saying he wanted guests to wear superhero costumes, and even though they knew their son probably wouldn't live to see Christmas, Bailey's parents, Rachel and Lee, asked him to make a list of the gifts he wanted. He knew he was not going to be here for Christmas, but we tried to get him to put together a Christmas list. He said he didn't want to, but we encouraged him to. Rachel said all Bailey really wanted for Christmas was to meet his baby sister Millie, but he obliged his parents and wrote out a list with some additional requests. But again, this revealed the generous spirit of this incredible little boy. When Bailey's parents reviewed their dying son's list of gifts, they couldn't help but notice something incredible. Nothing on it was actually for him. Most of the stuff he asked were things he never played with, Lee explained. They were more suited for his little brother. He had picked everything for Riley because he knew he was not going to play with them. Bailey had already received his gift, living long enough to meet Millie. The day before Bailey Cooper died, the proud big brother held Millie in his arms with the biggest smile. That same grin he wore even during the rough cancer treatments. Bailey smiled through it all, Lee recalled. He pulled funny faces and made people laugh, even though he was in so much pain. On Christmas Eve, surrounded by his family, Bailey finally found his healing. He went home to be with the Lord. By 11:45 a.m. on Christmas Eve, we were by his bedside. We knew it was not going to be long. We told him it's time to go. Bailey stopped, Rachel explained. The moment we said stop, he took his last breath and had just the one tear come out of his eye. It was peaceful, even in his final moments. This compassionate boy's thoughts were focused on others. Bailey had given his heartbroken parents strict instructions. They were only allowed to cry for 20 minutes. He urged them to take care of Riley and Millie, and even in his young age, he was already planning to watch over his baby sister from heaven. "I want to stay, but it's my time to go to become her guardian angel," Bailey Cooper explained with a wisdom far beyond his 9 years. Hundreds turned up at the service in superhero costumes to honor Bailey Cooper. Despite his short time on Earth, the remarkable young boy battling cancer made a profound impact on those around him. While we are saddened by his absence, there is a sense of relief that he is no longer suffering. Lee, his grieving father, expressed mixed emotions of numbness and happiness. Rachel shared how challenging it is to navigate life without him by their side.